What's going guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Xross Chronicles, we have got a new summon banner. Two new 4-star net units that have recently arrived, and let's discuss like if the new batch is really pullable. Should you really pull in this banner? Should you really summon this gacha banner or not? Let's discuss about that one right off the bat, guys. Let's see what it actually offered to us. So this is gonna be the new banner that actually got announced today, and let's analyze it, guys. First of all, we have Randa. Okay, so let's look into the detail of Randa and let's see if she's really amazing or just pathetic. All right, looking into the detail, guys, looking into the image, OMG. I mean, like, she is really good, possibly a very good waifu indeed. If you guys are really looking for a waifu, then I think Randa can actually deliver that one, guys. And looking into the 3D image, this is how she really looks like. All right, that's pretty great. I mean, like, really nice, equipments plus, dress up, right? Oh, well. Anyways, let's look into the skills. Let's try to max her out, her stats. And right over here, guys. First of all, we can see that, like, her attack is pretty alright, that is just average. Max HP is pretty average as well, whereas her defense stats, that's really good. 1488 OMG. That's a lot of defense. That means like she can really resist a lot of physical damage, right? Whereas the magical resistance is like pretty below average. So be careful not to give her a lot of or let's say not to make her really take a lot of magical damage, all right? Or else he's gonna be squishy. Anyways, let's look into the scales right over here, guys. Obviously, as she is a yokai, at first her basic attack is gonna be locked. If you cross-train her, she will be able to use her basic attack that only attacks one enemy. Now let's look into the dirty nails. What it says is that like she's actually gonna deal a very good AoE attack that will attack any enemies that is in front of her range. Okay, in her front. Okay, whatever that is, whoever that is. Okay, that is so good, just like Gonglim, right? So that's a really good AoE attack, guys, in my opinion, because like it doesn't actually dictate what number of enemies she is actually gonna attack. Okay, as long as they are in front of her, she's actually gonna deal damage to every one of them. That's pretty great, very good AoE skill. Whereas she will also make herself spiritualized. All right, that means like what happens during the spiritualized is that she's gonna be immune to physical attacks but receive twice as much damage from the magic attack. And as I've told you earlier, that her magical resistance is not really that impressive, so in this situation she might actually be very squishy indeed if you are going to fight against those enemies who actually are proficient in dealing a lot of magic damages like Gonglim. All right, so be careful about that one. But what happens when she's actually hit? What happens when she's actually like she's taking damage during the spiritualized form? All right, right over here, due to her passive, she's actually going to counter the enemy who hit her during her spiritual form with a very good amount of attack as damage, and she's actually going to recover some HP as well, which is pretty good, right? I mean, like, she's going to counter when she's actually in the spiritual form. So not really that bad, right? In my opinion. I mean, like, there's something that she can do with her spiritualization form. So that's pretty good. Recover her HP, first thing. Next thing, she's actually going to counter with some damage as well to the attacker. So that's really great, isn't it? The next one is going to be the Witch Whisper that can decrease the major stats of 4 nearby enemies. Wow, I mean, like, this is actually going to be really great, especially for the PvP contents, especially in some other PvE contents as well, where you are going to have a very tough fight against boss fights. Then this girl right over here can help you by miles, okay? Which I'm gonna discuss a little bit later as well. Okay, let me explain. So she is actually going to decrease the major stats of 4 nearby enemies. That means like they won't be having a really good damage output. They can be squishy. You know, like, they're pretty much really crippled down. All right, 4 enemies is really a good number. Okay, and in PvP content, I'm like, you are only going to fight against 3 enemies, right? So oh well. Just make your math. Okay, just do your math. Okay. So right over here, she can actually silence them as well. That means during the silence period, okay, during the silence time, the skills cannot be used by the opponents. So pretty much you are very crippling them indeed. Silence is always going to be really great for the PvP content, because if your opponents cannot use their skills, guys, I'm like, they are pretty much effectiveless. And she doesn't, like, stop there. Okay, let's look into another skill. This is going to be a first passive. Puts the enemies with the highest attack in the state of breakdown and disarm for 15 seconds. Like, what? Yeah, right? Damn. During the breakdown, what's going to happen is that like the damage that the opponent is going to receive is increased by 50%. That is really good. Wow. I mean, like, damn. I mean, if you really want to do a very good amount of damage, or let's say you want to do a burst type of damage to the boss unit, this is the way, okay, how you are gonna do that, all right? And disarm for 15 seconds. If you actually manage to disarm the most powerful opponent in the opponent team, you are going to have a lot of advantage against your opponent team, all right? So that's really great. Just look at it. Disarm. Basic attacks cannot be used. Like, wow. I mean, like, the opponent with the highest attack can really deal a lot of damage when they are using their basic attack. And what if you can just disarm them, right? They won't be able to use, and they will just have to depend on their skills. And also at the same time, guys, she can pretty much silence them as well, which also do not allow them to use any kind of active skills. Like, what? Yeah, damn. See, it's really trying to cripple out the opponents, and that is so good. In my opinion, if you really want a really good crippler, this waifu girl can actually do this thing really nicely, okay? I really do love her, okay? I mean, like, damn, this is really great. This is really great. I like it. I like it. In my opinion, she is worthy to be of S tier. I really don't know if she can actually move on to the SS tier or not. I really need votes, okay? You guys please give me your own personal opinions. And then after that one, we will commence, okay? Now let's move on to the next character unit. Who is it gonna be, okay? This girl actually blew my mind off, okay? This girl right over here, Barong, okay? Oh my god, this girl is amazing. I think she's even better than the blue dragon, okay? So obviously she's gonna be SS tier unit. So let me explain to you guys like why she is this amazing. First of all, look at it. She's a defense type unit, and her attack is like 10,435, which is pretty impressive. That's a bit higher than average, right? And max HP is like 30,228. Wow, what more do you need when you have like this kind of like HP stat on a defense type of unit, okay? And her defense stats are pretty average as well. That's pretty good, whereas magic resistance is very pathetic. So if you really want to counter her, then make sure you hit her with a lot of magical attacks, okay? And she's actually gonna be out. Or you can just spiritualize her, and then after that one, just keep spamming the magic attack. Like you can counter her with units like Ganglim, all right? Because Ganglim can spiritualize the enemy and then hit them with a magical attack, right? Yeah. Now let's move on to the skill sets. First of all, it's gonna be the basic attack. It's locked right now because she's a yokai type. Okay, so try to cross train her if you really want to put her in the front line. And now next thing is gonna be the tackle, the first main skill. Attacks 4 enemies in the front range with 25,459 attack and stuns them for 5 seconds. Wow. I mean, like, guys, in this game, stun is the best, in my opinion, okay? In my opinion. Stun is the best way to cripple your opponent, okay? In this time, your opponent won't be able to do anything. They won't be able to cast any kind of skills. Whatever that is, they are pretty much like a statue, okay? They won't be able to do anything. And stun is pretty good. Not only for the PvE content, but it's especially useful in the PvP content, okay? So having this kind of thing, wow, I mean, like, the tackle is already very impressive, okay? Now let's move on to the second main skill. Continuously recovers all allies, okay? Your and your allies, that means like everyone, HP by a total of 30,384 every 2 seconds for a total of 20 seconds. Wow, that's a lot of heal, guys, all right? And resist to status decrease effect. Amazing, amazing. What more do you want? Hey, guys, I mean, like, whenever you are having a lot of fights against the boss units in the PvP content, or let's say in the PvE content, there are a lot of debuff, or let's say the negative status effects that will be inflicted on you, which can actually severely decrease your potential as well as your, you know, like, effectivity in the battle. But if you are like kind of resisting, or let's say becoming immune to the status decrease effect, wow, that's really great. All right, in my opinion, this really does give you a very good upper hand against your opponents, while you will be the one to cast a lot of negative status effects on the opponents, especially with the Randa, all right, and this unit being around, you will be immune to any kind of like those like status decrease effect. That means like you will be on your full potential all over again. And guys, the main thing that I have kind of experienced or noticed in this game is that in the PvE content, okay, in the general story contents, what happens like the opponents can really inflict a lot of negative status effects on you guys, all right? I'm like, the list is huge. It kind of really got me very surprised, like, wow. Okay, tons of them. So if you can actually just become immune to them, then things can go really nice, all right? And this can actually make her very good. I mean, like being a defensive unit, being able to like immune to like those kind of status decrease effect is really good. And on top of that one, recovering the HP over time for 20 seconds, holy crap. For everyone, Jesus. Okay, that's really great in my opinion. What more do you want? Next one is going to be the sub skill number 1, passive, okay? This cycle. OMG, this guy, I'm like, this skill is so good. Whenever you and your ally uses a sub skill, any kind of sub skill, okay, this one, sub skill 1 and the sub skill 2, okay, main skill 1 cooldown is reduced by 6 seconds. Wow. Remember that always in main skill 1 there's usually like AoE attacks or any sort of like burst type of damage, okay, in skill 1. Skill 1 is really good for so many characters out there. They can really do a lot of things with their skill 1. And if you can just keep on decrease the cooldown of the skill 1 of the allies, wow, it doesn't only apply to yourself, it's universal for everyone in your team. This is really great. This is really great. Whenever any ally is going to use their, his or her sub skill, his main skill number 1 is going to be cooldown by 6 seconds. That's really awesome, guys. I mean, like, see, it's really distributing to everyone. Then what more do you want, guys? I mean, like, this is really good. A very good AoE effect, and I like this. I love this cycle. It's really awesome. It's broken. The next one is going to be composer. It doesn't end there, guys. It doesn't end there. Sub-skill number 2, passive, generates additional HP of 30,424 and recovers 5,776 HP when you are the defensive character who successfully blocks. Cooldown of 15 seconds. Alright. Damn, just look at that. Okay? As long as you can successfully block, you will get additional HP and you will be able to recover some of the HP as well at the same time. Only she requires is a healer. And guess what? She can heal herself as well. Dance of recovery. Holy Jesus. Wow. I'm like, just look at that. This composer plus dance of recovery can give her a lot of durability plus tankiness. Holy mother. This is... I really cannot say like how good she really is. Like, she is a mind-blowing unit. The best defense unit in the entire game in my opinion. Blue Dragon? This girl right over here, Barong, you must pull this unit. Especially if you don't have a defensive type unit, like a very good defensive type of unit, Barong is the one that you should really go after, alright? Please try to get her right away ASAP. She is definitely worth every star stone you have, okay? Barong, amazing unit indeed. Wow, she's really great. She's really great. Barong, I really want to pull her out, okay? Obviously, I'm gonna come back with the another video with these summons, okay? I will do these summons. Anyways, let's look into the Momo. Well, she's not a new unit. She's already a pre-existing unit. But anyways, let's discuss about her in a very brief way. She's a support type unit, all right? So as a support type unit, you really don't rely upon her for a very good amount of damage. Her defense and magic resistance is pretty awesome. I'm like pretty good. Defense is average. Magic resistance is pretty good. Above average, right? Max SP is pretty good as well. Just above average. Let's move on to the skill sets right over here, guys. She's a yokai type as well. That means she needs to cross train before she can unlock her basic attack. Damn, every one of the new, or let's say the banner units, okay, they are all yokai types. Okay, first main skill 1. What happens like removes beneficial effect on 4 enemies in the front range and attacks them with the 28,332 attack. Wow. So this is kind of good. If your opponent is kind of becoming really pesky, especially with like self health regeneration, a lot of defense boost, attack boost, HP boost, whatever that is, and you really want to counter them, this girl can really help you a lot. Being able to remove like beneficial effect, wow, that's really great. Okay, I mean, like, you really don't want to fight against the very powerful enemies where they can actually buffing themselves up really hard, right? So yeah, you can actually pretty much counter them with Momo being around. Next one is going to be the Shadow of Moon, second main skill. Recovers your and allies HP by 14,778, so very good heal indeed, and penetrates and generates a skill shield that can defend up to 5 basic attacks for 15 seconds. Okay, so there we go. Some really good damage negation effects right off the bat, right over there. Next one is going to be the Curiosity. Attacks with the 25,910 attack and no heals them for 10 seconds. And when enemies receive HP recovery, okay? So, oh well, that was a bit confusing. But anyways, C is going to make the opponent unhealable. So they won't be able to recover any kind of like HP. Okay, so there we go. So if your opponents are kind of really good at healing themselves up, it's becoming really hard for you guys to really counter them, then this girl can really help you out in that manner. Okay, so there we go. So there is actually no limit to how many enemies she is actually going to like inflict this one. She's actually going to do it on the AoE scale. Okay, so there we go. That's really good. Very good control type of unit, guys. Okay, but well, she's a support type. She has some control type stuff. Okay. Wisdom of Rabbit increases the max HP by 30,205 and recuperative power increases by 951 for each ally. Alright, so this will be obviously going to be very helpful for your tank units, or let's say even your entire units as well. If you really want to tank a lot of damage, she's always going to be there for you guys to actually give you a very good like tankiness. Not only she's going to improve your max HP, but she's also going to improve your recuperative power. That means whenever you heal, you actually heal for extra HP. And guess what, guys? She also has her own healing spell as well, and that will eventually gonna make your entire team very robust. Okay, you want extra HP plus extra heal, she's gonna be there for you guys. All right, so there we go. That's Momo for you, and she's obviously gonna be a tier unit in my opinion. Alright, but anyways, that's there is to it, guys. In my opinion, this banner is very pullable, especially the Barong. You really need to get her. Randa is gonna be the best waifu right now in the entire game, in my opinion. Okay, oh no, the best waifu is obviously gonna be the Poriyuma, right? Oh man, how did I forget? Poriyuma is still gonna be the best waifu, whereas the second best is gonna be the Randa. Come on, girl, you can do better. Oh well, that's that, guys. So in the conclusion, I would say please do use your star stones on this banner to try to summon at least a Barong. Okay, as soon as you get the Barong, you can just wrap it up. But in case you get Randa, OMG, she is still great. She can do a lot of things, especially if you want to cripple up the opponents. She is gonna be very useful, guys. And she's a control type unit. That means you always can use her as a yokai, so you don't need to put her in the front line and in the yokai liner. Okay, as a yokai, she can actually disable the opponents by massive magnitude. Okay, so that's the Randa for you. All right. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.